Guys, Deluded Guna, good evening. Now, obviously Wenger's had a lot to say. I don't know when he's exactly said these things, if they were post the Emirates Cup, if they were today. Either way, he answered the media whenever it was, and I've seen it, and I just thought, yeah, bring a video. I hate bringing out videos constantly. It's an addiction. I don't know why. I just keep feeling I have to give you guys this information. I can't leave nothing to chance. Those of you who don't have a problem with the constant uploads, yeah, man, thank you very much. Those of you who do, I apologize. But let's get into it. Firstly, I want to talk about Lucas Perez. We know he's got basically no future here for whatever reason. He's got no future here. We've heard rumours of training separately. We know about the 9 shirt. Wenger was pressed about the 9 shirt. He said, look, we'll deal with this matter internally. That's classic Wenger language for you're fully correct, but I'm not going to tell you anything. Then he was asked, is Perez likely to feature in the season? Yes. Then he was asked something else. He said Perez is injured. We know Perez isn't injured. He said that injury stuff for how many times in the season when Perez was actually fit or he appeared fit or whatever. Of course, Perez isn't in his plans. That's just business talk. I mean, if he can't, we know Perez. Even if you know it, that Perez is likely to leave for a reduced fee and he's not going to be part of the plans. You can't say it out in the public. Like his agent has already said the same thing. You can't go and say it. By Wenger saying that, okay, yeah, he's going to play and he's just injured, that gives perspective buyers that the impression that Wenger wants him as part of his plans, that he's going to be included, and that could be the difference between £1 million, an extra £1 or £2, £3 million. So yeah, we will probably take a loss on it. I can't see us making the 17 back, not because he's a bad player, just because we didn't give him a chance to showcase his talent. At best, maybe a loan with an option to buy, or we'll have to bite the bullet and lose the fee. I personally would like him to stay and be a part of the squad, but yeah, it's already over on that front. He also spoke about Kieran Gibbs. I think he said Kieran Gibbs is ill / injured, and that's why he didn't play against Thingy, Boreham Wood for the reserves. He also asked, can Gibbs feature in the season? To which he said he's got 1 year left on his contract. Now we know, regardless of that, again, agent talk. Gibbs has had proposals, whether it was wages or whatever. It hasn't happened. He didn't go on tour, and allegedly he's been training separately, and he just hasn't been involved in any way, shape, or form. So he's another one that's gonna be gone. While we're talking about injuries, Coughlin's he's having a scan today, Monday, or he had it already. I don't know the news. I'm not a doctor. I don't like these in the knows or these Arsenal Twitter folk that are on certain other sites and on Twitter. They know everything. They might be able to give you guys information. But as far as I know, I don't know the results of it. If it is ligaments, that is very scary, because that ligaments can, like, if it's not, it can be better. It can be better than first thought, and it could also be worse. And also, it can go undetected if you do not do your due diligence research. I'm not a doctor. These things happen in football, and when you consider Arsenal, we've had players with serious problems, whether it's their ankles or their ligaments. It is cause for concern. He's probably not going to play on the weekend. I think Wenger also said that as well. Chelsea, for those of you who don't know, in the Community Shield, curtain raiser. So yeah, Coughlin's not going to be there. And moving on from that, now let's get to the meat of it. Alexis Sanchez. Now, he said Alexis Sanchez will be back late Monday, to which you can claim some sort of truth. I can't remember whose social media feed it is, but if you go on Twitter, you'll find it surfacing somewhere. Alexis's lawyers, or the lawyer firm, or whatever firm he's using, made a post in Spanish on Instagram, but he basically said he's flying to London, which matches up with what Wenger's saying. Now, it's a law firm. We don't know if he's trying to negotiate with other clubs or he's trying to negotiate a contract at Arsenal. I'm just going on the basis that it's a lawyer. He might even be going to sort out his visa stuff, but it's a lawyer. You normally have your lawyers around when you're trying to finalise new deals or sort certain things out. So yeah, in regards to Alexis as well, he also said he doesn't know if he'll be fit for the start of the season. That's a bit coy. If we just go back in time and look at when Alexis the guy's had one swollen ankle and he's been trying to play. We know he's going to be there, and we know he's probably going to feature on the weekend. Alexis, he always keeps himself in good condition. We know we're going to see him play. In regards to him staying, Wenger reiterated, somewhat appeared by the tone of this. I know I was only reading the transcript, but it did appear, again, pretty frustrating. He said, why do you basically keep asking me this? He is going to stay. So yeah, Alexis, look, I'm not positive on it. I believe until September the 1st comes, anything can happen. I've said this already. Personally, I believe if Wenger or whoever knows whether the man wants to stay or leave, if he does want to leave, we need to just bite the bullet and go. I know we haven't looked too decent in pre-season, and it is losing a player like that, but it does not make sense continuing with players that either don't want to be here or running down their contracts. So yeah, and also in regards to Alexis, he also thingy as well. He said that he believes that players in general will give their all until the last game of the last day of the season, whether in the first few days of their contract or the last few minutes of their contract. Of course, Wenger, you like to think that, and you like to think managers players under you, regardless. We know what we say again about Wenger, his shortcomings and his pros. But one thing we've always said, many players say good things about him, and they don't really take personal digs at him, or wherever they've left, they only have good things to say. So you'd like to think whether Alexis wants to leave or stay. If he did stay, he will put in 110% effort. But Wenger, he also that's black and white. That's appealing to the romantic side. When we look at the flip side and the more pessimistic side, if I'm Alexis, you show no loyalty to Arsenal. He doesn't owe us nothing. January, pick of the clubs. World Cup, pick of the clubs. You can either just worry about yourself or try and give yourself the best possible chance of getting a bigger club. In regards to that, he also said in regards to the 5 or 6 players that are their contracts are running down, he said it's an ideal situation because everybody has to perform. Yes, everybody has to perform. Wenger knows himself this is not an ideal situation. Again, like I said previously, it's somewhat trying to urge calmness to the fans and to potential players, people that want to buy the players. We know everyone from Alexis, Wilshere, Ox have all attracted interest. Whether we want to sell them or not, we need to give a kind of bullish tone that we're not really a selling club, or we're going to try and negotiate toughly. So that is nonsense. I mean, 5 or 6 players, especially key players, is suicide. And for me, it's more than 5 or 6, because if these players, the Ox, Alexis, etc., are going to stay, and in January we're going to try and from December or whenever try and deal with their contracts, you got to think about the boys that are in 2019, the Ramseys, etc. You've also got to continue sign their deals. So for me, that's all. I class that all as 1 year. So I can't. I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to make myself angry. We know our club is very retarded in that front. Like, yeah, he also said he's confident about Ozil, and he also said when he was talked about Ozil, he believes in the next 10 years, he believes players running down their contracts and leaving for free will be the norm because of how the fees are rocketing. I praise Wenger, I like Wenger a lot, but Wenger, you're waffling on that one. Whether that happens or not, that is all irrelevant. Like, come on, why Wenger has this habit of doing this sort of waffle when he knows that he's chatting rubbish. Wenger, this is rubbish. Like I said, Alexis is gonna return Monday night. There's not much to be said. He kept being pressed, and he said yes, of course Alexis is going to stay. We know we have to take that at face value, because we've seen certain forwards come in and say, yeah, he's going to partner Van Persie, he's here to complement the side. 2 weeks later, yeah, I actually bought him to replace Van Persie, and with Van Persie in mind. He said he's convinced that for me, the main point is he said he's convinced that the length of a contract doesn't impact the player. For me, I've already alluded to this point earlier, but for me, that one just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know, man. He also said one day Alexis will leave, one day he will leave, and one day everybody will leave, basically, and Arsenal will still go on, which is true to a degree. Like, we've seen it at all the other clubs. Managers and players are not here forever. The clubs are here to stay, for better or for worse. We know that on that front. Like, but it's more of the same, really, guys. It's more of the same. There's not much more to say on that front. I just thought I'd bring you guys that in case you haven't read it. We're still kind of somewhat in the same spot. We haven't learned anything new. Nothing's changed, and we're still biting our fingernails and sitting on our thumbs until either we see Alexis confirmed he signed a new deal, we're selling him, or he makes his intentions known. Like I said, we know the whole PSGs, the this, the that's, and the others. The City rumours are coming back up again. Allegedly, the players at City are meant to be talking about his arrival and things like that. Whether that's true or not, yeah, we'll just have to see. And it's gonna, you can bet every penny that Arsenal's gonna give us and other clubs entertainment in regards to the transfer fee, transfer business, because this saga is here to stay and it's only just beginning. Guys, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching, man. Subscribe, get in the comments. You know what to do.